find out. All right, blow on the hands. All right, come on, give me some luck here. We've had 2 pretty disappointing days. Let's have that all changed today. It's not starting with the Animus Might. That's definitely not a change. We've seen this a million times. Animus Might. Feast of Victoria's Dead. Got this, like, 6 copies of this. Tazri Stalwart Survivor. I have never seen this card. 3/3. Each creature you control has tapped to add 1 mana of any of this creature's colors. Spend this mana only to activate an ability of a creature. Activate only if this creature activate only if this creature has another activated ability. That's a lot of text on there. Tap 1 of each color and tap this card. Mill 5 cards. Put all creature cards with activated abilities that aren't mana abilities from among the milled cards into your hand. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. And another Animus Might. And Reckless Handling. Search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle, then discard a card at random. If an artifact card was discarded this way, Reckless Handling deals 2 damage to each opponent. Also does not look very good. And an incubator for Exane token. Okay, this was the bad stuff. We got the bad stuff out of the way. Everything else is going to be good. Come on. I'm due for some good cards here. We've opened 10 packs of Lord of the Rings so far. We got some decent stuff. I mean, it wasn't complete garbage, but nothing amazing. So let's start off with the Duskmourn. See what we get here. House Cartographer, 2/2. Beginning of your second main phase, if House Cartographer is tapped, reveal cards to the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Put it into your hand, rest on the bottom of your library. Okay. Pyroclasm, 2 mana, deal 2 damage to each creature. Ghostly Keybearer, 4 mana, 3/3 flying. Whenever Ghostly Keybearer deals combat damage to a player, unlock a locked door of up to 1 target room you control. Orphans of the Wheat, 2 mana, 2/1. When it attacks, tap any number of untapped creatures you control. Gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature tapped this way. Fanatic of the Harrowing, 4 mana, 2/2. When it enters, each player discards a card. If you discarded a card this way, draw a card. It's not terrible. I mean, 2/2 is pretty bad, but I like the... I'm trying to look for stuff for a Saruman deck for making people discard and mill. That's a possibility. I don't have very many good cards for milling and discarding. Vanish from sight, 4 mana, target non-land permanent. Target non-land permanent's owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Surveil 1. Wonder who chooses that. Top or bottom. I wonder if I cast this, if I get to tell you to put it on the bottom. Or if the person who owns the thing gets to choose. I think they probably get to choose. 3 mana, flash enchantment. Enchanted creature gets +2 and +2 and has trample. Friendly Teddy. He doesn't look very friendly. When Friendly Teddy dies, each player draws a card. Oh, that's kind of friendly, though. That would be fun in a little group hug deck. Scorching Dragonfire, 2 mana instant, deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile instead. Okay. Emerge from the Cocoon. 5 mana, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You gain 3 life. All right. Pretty expensive. 2 mana, 3/1 is a good puppo. He's a good boy. Wary Watchdog. When Wary Watchdog enters or dies, Surveil 1. Look at him. Come on. He's cute. All right. Now we're going to get into something hopefully better. Token card. Foil card. Break down the door. 3 mana instant. Choose 1. Exile target artifact. Exile target enchantment or manifest dread. This could go okay in like a manifest deck, like from the set. But I feel like outside of the set, I don't know. Not sure how much use that manifest dread has. And the rare. Oh, and the land. And the rare. Ooh, okay. We finally hit something worth a little bit of money. Valgavoth. Pretty sure Valgavoth is worth a couple of bucks. Let's check where it's at now. This is not the foil or all of a special treatment, but it is Valgavoth. Valgavoth. I can't spell this thing. $22. 22.27. Hey now. That's better. This is an omen for today's pulls. This is what's going to happen today. We're going to find good stuff like this. No more poop. Only good stuff like this. Valgavoth, 9 mana flying, lifelink, Elder Demon with ward. Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. And it's got, if a card you didn't control be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. During your turn, you may play cards exile with Valgavoth. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. This actually might slide nicely into my life gain deck. I was just looking for a high power creature, 9/9 flying lifelink with a nice ward. I like this. This is good. Good hit. Good card. Rest of the pack, pretty underwhelming. But you know what? Valgavoth makes up for it. Look at that cool art, too. I think it's a moth. It says Elder Demon, but actually I saw an article by, was it Mark Rosewater? I think it was Mark Rosewater. He said that the name thing, they wanted to name it a moth, but it didn't fit. I think that was this card. Top of this card's a little scraped up, but that's okay. All right, so we got one something. Let's crack into the Lord of the Rings and see if this set will change its tune. This set has not been nice to me. It's been very mean. First of all, I can't open the packs. Look at this. If you only got to keep the pack if you could open it within the first 10 seconds, I would have no cards out of this set. All right, we'll go with the easy route. This little rippy thing up here. They don't want to open for me. They use like super glue or something on these things. All right. I don't know who that guy is. Oh, he's riding a little pony. I think that's a pony. I had a pony. All right. Come on. This pack is going to bring something better than the last few packs. Mouth of Sauron. 5 mana, 3/4. When it enters, target player mills 3 cards, then amass Orcs X, where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards that player in that player's graveyard. Okay. Ugluk of the White Hand, 4 mana, 3/3. Whenever another creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Ugluk, the White Hand. If that creature was a goblin or orc, put 2 +1/+1 counters instead. Mirror of Galadriel. I think I already have this card. 2 mana, 5 and tap. Scry 1, draw a card. Costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control. Hey, Legolas, counter of kills. 4 mana, 2/3. Reach. Whenever you scry, if Legolas counter of kills is tapped, you may untap it. Do this only once each turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 on Legolas. I think there's a different Legolas that's worth money. I think this is the one that's not worth money. I think there's a rare version of Legolas that does something. Friendly Rivalry. Seen this one before. Target creature you control and up to 1 other target legendary creature you control each deal damage equal to their power to target creature you don't control. We got, was that Legolas and Gimli, I think? Killing orcs together, counting their kills. Mordor Trebuchet, 3 mana, 1/4. It is a wall. Doesn't look like a wall. Defender, whenever you attack with 1 or more goblins and or orcs, create a 2/1 colorless construct artifact creature token with flying named Ballistic Boulder that's tapped and attacking. I think I have the token of that. I think I got the token of that in a different pack. Sacrifice that token at the end of combat. That's kind of cool. I got the token that goes with it. Rush the Room. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike to the end of turn. If it's a goblin or orc, it also gains haste until end of turn. Ologhai Crusher. 4 mana, 4/4 with trample. Can't block unless you control an orc or a goblin. A land. A token. Yummy Lembas. All right. Let's see what we got in this pack. A little nervous. The foil is Claim the Precious. There he is, Mr. Smeagol. I like how they made the rest of the card foil except for Smeagol. So he's kind of like popping out of the card. See, as I like shine the foil, you can see he's kind of popping out of the card. Super sick. All right. What do we got back here? Eomer, Marshal of Rohan. 4 mana, 4/4 with haste. Whenever one or more other attacking legendary creatures you control die, untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. We have another card. We have one more back here. And it is a common. Nasty End. Disappointing, but also cool looking. Instant as additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. If the sacrifice creature was legendary, draw 3 cards instead. All right, Eomer, I don't think you're worth much. Although sometimes people really like these additional combat phases. So who knows? He could be worth something. Oh, and look, Eomer. There he is. What are the chances? Does that normally happen? I feel like that doesn't always happen. But there he is. Here's his art card. Here's his actual card. All in the same pack. Okay, first pack I'm not super excited about. But we got 4 more. If I can get them open. Which I might not be able to. Not sure what's going on with this. We're gonna go back to the cheat code. No, we'll just do it like this. The other packs are easy to open. These ones, they don't want me to open them. Ooh, I think this has got, yeah, it's got a stamp on here. Chris Cold is, I think, the artist here. I don't know if it's Cold or Gold, but that looks pretty cool. And what card is this? The Watcher in the Water. Super cool. All right, Chris. Bless my pack, Chris Cold. Stone of Eric. We got this the other day. If a creature opponent controls die, exile it instead. Sacrifice to draw a card. Bath Song. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. Shuffle any number of target cards from your graveyard into your library and add 2 blue mana. Grey Havens. We got this the other day as well. When the Grey Havens enters, scry 1, tap for colorless, tap to add 1 mana of any color among legendary creature cards in your graveyard. Glorious Gale. She's pushing those orcs. Whoa! Counter a creature spell. If it was a legendary spell, the ring tempts you. Dreadful as the Storm. Target creature has base power and toughness 5/5 till end of turn. The ring tempts you. Hobbit's Sting. Hobbit Sting deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of creatures you control plus the number of foods you control. Hobbits are always hungry. Pippin's Bravery. You may sacrifice a food. If you do, target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Otherwise, that creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Many Partings. Seen this card a few times. This is a different art. I actually like this art better than the other one, but search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle, create a food token. One of the cool full art forests. And a token. All right, sorry. And what's in the foil? Gimli, Counter of Kills. We've seen this, I think. Oh, no, we saw Legolas, Counter of Kills. Now we got his buddy, Gimli. Trample, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, Gimli, Counter of Kills deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. 4 mana, 4/3. Pretty cool. Look at this orc getting hit in the face. Boom. All right. What's the rare? Don't be disappointing. Hey, Delighted Halfling. That is actually a staple. People love this card. 1 mana, 1/2, tap for a colorless, or tap to add 1 mana of any color and spend this mana only to cast a legendary spell. And that spell can't be countered. That is the important part of that card. So this is not bad. I think it's worth a couple bucks. I don't think it's worth anything crazy, but a couple bucks. Meriadoc Brandybuck. Whenever 1 or more halflings you control attack a player, create a food token. 2 mana, 2/2. I like whatever this treatment is called. I guess it's like an alt art full. It's not full art, is it? I don't know. It's alt art something something. Looks pretty cool though. All right, Delighted Halfling. You have made me delighted. Let's hope that you are an indication of the good things to come. when we're done with these additional 3 packs, we'll be halfway through the box. All right, who is this? Is it gonna tell us who this is? Ah, Aragorn, the Uniter. There he is. He looks like he's got a headache. Aragorn, the migraine haver. All right. Ooh, we actually got a card in the token slot. I'm not sure what that means. Ent Drought Basin. I already have this as well. +1/+, tap, pay X, tap to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature with power X. That's a rough one. Long list of the Ents. Note a creature type that hasn't been noted. When you cast your next creature of that spell this turn, that creature enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. An additional +1/+1. Entish Restoration. Sacrifice a land, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put them on the battlefield, tap, and shuffle. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, instead, search your library for up to 3 basic land cards. Put them onto the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. Interesting. Did I already? I don't know if I had this card or not. This could probably go well in my Phylath deck, which is a landfall for plants. Interesting. Oh, they all 3 come in tapped, which kind of sucks, as opposed to one of them not coming in tapped. Fire of Orthanc. Destroy target artifact or land. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. Cast into the fire. Awesome. Art is just crazy in this set. The ring getting melted. Cast in the fire. Choose one. Cast the fire deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures. Exile target artifact. Hithlane Knots. Hithlane? I don't know how to say that. 2 mana instant. Tap target creature. Scry 1. Draw a card. Willow Wind. 5 mana 3/4 with flying. When Willow Wind enters, scry 2. Greyhaven's Navigator. 3 mana 3/2 with flying. Oh no, with flash. When it enters the battlefield, scry 1. Interesting. Flash and scry. Really need that scry. Okay, I'm assuming this next card is going to be from the list. Maybe that's why it had a normal back instead of a token. Are you a list card? Let's find out. List? Ah, list card. Retaliation. 3 mana enchantment. Each creature you control gains whenever a creature blocks it. This creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If that until end of turn wasn't there, it might be kind of cool. But yeah, not so sure about that one. All right. Foil. Woes. Pathfinder. Woes? Pathfinder? 2 mana, tap for 1 of any color. 6/1 forest, tap. Another target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. And our rare in this pack, Flowering of the White Tree. Legendary enchantment. Legendary creatures you control get +2/+1 and have ward 1. Okay, that doesn't seem bad. Non-legendary creatures you control get +1/+1. This seems like a solid card. Seems like a solid card. I like ward. Good mechanic. All right, and the last card we got here, Lash of the Balrog. Man, this last card constantly is just, every pack, it seems like it's just a common after a common after a common. Cool art, though. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice creature, pay 4, destroy target creature for 1 cost. Cool, cool art. Look at that lash. He's going to lash that orc. All right, Flowering of the White Tree. I don't know if you're worth anything, but you look pretty cool. 2 more. 2 more to find something crazy. That wasn't it. That wasn't crazy. That was something. Wasn't crazy. So far, all we've got is Delighted Halfling. And Valgavoth, but that was not out of this set. The best thing I've ripped in the last, 2 weeks is from Duskmourn. And actually, I got a couple other good rares and mythics from Duskmourn, so maybe Duskmourn is my set. Maybe I got to get more Duskmourn. I've had good luck with that. What are we looking at here? Is that Frodo? What are we looking at here? Fog on the Barrow Downs. Pretty cool. We got a token or a rules card. No list card in this one. Quick Beam, Upstart Ent. We've seen this guy already. 6 mana, 5/6. Whenever Quick Beam, Upstart Ent, or another Tree Folk enters, up to two target creatures each get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. Land Revolve, Horizon Witness. Whenever 2 or more creatures in your control attack a player, you control attack a player. Target attacking creature without flying gains flying until end of turn. Meneldor. 4 mana, 3/3 with flying. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile it to 1 target creature you own, then return to the battlefield under your control. Smite the Deathless. Smite the Deathless deals 3 damage to target creature. That creature loses indestructible till end of turn. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. That's just cool art. Cool art. Sauron getting stabbed in the head. Battle Scarred Goblin. Whenever it becomes blocked, deals 1 damage to each creature blocking it. Troll of Khazad-dûm. That was such a cool scene. That troll comes busting through. Troll of Khazad-dûm can't be blocked except by 3 more creatures. Swamp Cycling 1. 6 mana for a 6/5. I wish that was like more than a common. I wish they made Troll of Khazad-dûm like a rare or something, because that's just such a cool creature. All right, Nimrodel Watcher, 2 mana, 2/1. Whenever you scry, Nimrodel Watcher gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked this turn. This ability triggers only once each turn. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. Super cool looking. Not that great. When Haunt of the Dead Marshes enters, battlefield, scry 1. Pay 2 and a swamp. Return Haunt of the Dead Marshes from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Activate only if you control a legendary creature. So many restrictions on this. I mean, I know it's a common, but still. Pay 3. Return it tapped, and only if you control a legendary creature. They really don't want you to get him back, even though he's not good. Mountain. Another food token. I wonder what the percentages of food tokens are in this set. They love food tokens. All right. The foil is a common, Bewitching Leechcraft. Enchant creature. When Bewitching Leechcraft enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has, if this creature would untap during your untap step, remove a +1/+1 counter from it instead. If you do, untap it. All right. That's a weird enchantment. Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. I think we've already got one of this guy. Beginning of your end step, choose an opponent. At the beginning of that player's next end step, you draw a card if they didn't attack you that turn. Otherwise, create 3 +1/+1. Oh, create 3 1/1 white human creature, human soldier creature tokens. I either already pulled this or I'm thinking of it because I saw it in my friend's deck. Can't remember. But Faramir and Rising of the Day. Creatures you control have haste. Legendary creatures you control get +1/+0. All right, we're down to 1. I think Lord of the Rings is going to let us down again today. It's okay. We got 15 more of them, so still got a lot of chances. We're going to have to be delighted with our delighted halfling, I think. It's going to be it for us. Let's find out. What are we getting out of this last one here? Looks like this is them on their way through the mountains. Oh, they got some ghost friends following them. What is this card called? Ghost Quarter. Oh, makes sense. All right, Ghost Quarter, you're going to live over there for a minute. While we look at what came in your pack. 2, 3, 4. Hey, Gandalf, friend of the Shire. 4 mana, 2/4 with flash. You may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you choose a creature other than Gandalf, friend of the Shire, as your ring bearer, draw a card. If you chose a creature, draw a card. Glorfindel. Okay, Dauntless Rescuer. Whenever you scry, choose 1. And Glorfindel gets +1/+1. Glorfindel must be blocked this turn, or Glorfindel can't be blocked by more than 1 creature each combat this turn. Each combat. Interesting. Interesting. Arwen Undomiel. Whenever you scry, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And if you want, you could pay 6 mana to scry too. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. Celeborn the Wise. Whenever you attack with one or more elves, scry 1. Whenever you scry, Celeborn the Wise gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each card looked at while scrying this way. Urukai Berserker. Hey, one thing I have to say about this set, I haven't gotten a lot of duplicates, which is nice. Even though I haven't gotten that much good stuff, I've gotten a lot of different cards. When Urukai Berserker enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. He's looking nasty. Ithilien Kingfisher. Flying, when it dies, draw a card. 2/1 for 3 mana. Dunland Crabane. 3 mana, 1/1 with flying. When it enters, amass orcs 2. All right, I think we're on what, land? Oh, we got one more. Deceive the Messenger. 1 mana instant. Target creature gets -3/-0 until end of turn. Amass orcs 1. I think we're on land. Yep, little mountain. And now token. Orc army. And the rare of the last pack for today. Oh, no. The foil of the last pack for today. Ithilien Kingfisher, who we just saw a couple of cards ago. There he is. We got the regular one, and we got the foil one. Okay, now the rare of the last pack for today. Isildur's Fateful Strike. Don't think this is very good, but it is a rare. Says so right there. 4 mana, destroy target creature. If its controller has more than 4 cards in hand, they exile cards from their hand equal to the difference. And it is a legendary instant, which it specifically tells me I can only cast if I control a legendary creature or planeswalker. All right, hit me with that full art common. Ring Wraiths. Okay, we didn't get a full art common. We got something better than this, I assume. 6 mana, 5/5. It is a Wraith Knight. When Ring Wraiths enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent controls gets -3/-3 until end of turn. If that creature is legendary, its controller loses 3 life. When the ring tempts you, return Ring Wraiths from your graveyard to your hand. See, now that is a cool when the ring tempts you effect. I'm not familiar with Ring Wraiths, so let's find out what this card is worth, or if this card is bulk. It looks cool, at least. It's right on the cusp of bulk. It's a $1 card, which is not terrible. Also not great, but I think it's better than Isildur's Fateful Strike, which is, I'm pretty sure, like 10 cents. Yeah, 15 cents. I was wrong. I was off by a whole nickel. Okay, well, you know what? Lord of the Rings, you're still not blowing my socks off, at least not yet. So far today, we've gotten Faramir, which I don't think he's worth much. He might be worth a couple cents. We got Delighted Halfling, which I think was the big one. Flowering of the White Tree, I'm not sure about. Delighted Halfling, I know is worth... I know it's worth $1 at least. I don't know if it's worth more than that. Eomer, I don't think you're worth much. And what else? Oh, everything else was Duskmourn, I think. Yeah, because we just looked at the last pack, and that was the other thing. So let's see here. Where did the other one go? Faramir. Let's check out these 3. I know Delighted Halfling is something. Flowering of the White Tree, I'm not so sure. And Faramir, I'm not so sure. Not holding my breath with the way things have gone. Start out with Faramir. Faramir is 20 cents. Nope, 41 cents. Flowering of the White Tree. Oh, this is a couple dollars, actually. So this is $4. Not bad. Much more than 40 cents. And Delighted Halfling. Let's see how much this is. Delighted Halfling. $12. Hey, you know what? That's not bad. $12, $4. Big winner of the day is 20 buckaroos. Valgavoth. All right. That's it for today. We'll be back, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Got a couple more packs to open, 15 more in the box.